Greetings, warriors, and oh boy, I'm late with this video. Welcome to my tier maker on the dancer banners. So yeah, I was kind of conflicted with this one. Do I add the latest September banner? I'm blanking on what it was. You know, the festival. But they weren't dancers, so I'm not going to count them this time because I only care about the dancers. So if you haven't seen previous tier maker lists, I'm going to be talking about the unit and their design. Originally I was talking about like the unit themselves and how well they worked, you know, with their base kit and all that, and it's not like I don't care about their base kit. It's more like I want to just focus on the designs for this series. So I'm gonna just not talk about their unit information. I might flip through a couple of times here and there, but I want to try to focus mainly on the designs. Gosh, September got away from me, guys. This would have been out at the end of September, but nope. Here we are, mid-October. I blinked. In the middle of September, and here we are. So let's just go in, shall we? So first up, we gotta do something before we do anything else. It's obvious. We're talking about the performing arts banner, and you know, Azura. I literally just plus 10'd her. So yeah, I'm a big Azura fan, and if you are not, that makes me sad, but I understand, and I won't force my opinions on you. Yet. Anyways, so yeah, Azura's totally a plus 10. Azura's totally an S tier. Honestly, I could do a super S tier, but I might do that later. We'll see. To follow up his mom, we got performing arts Shigure, and I like his design. It matches his mom, which is pretty. It's just nothing stand out to me. I wish, what would I have changed on him? I actually don't know. I like it. I think it's gonna be a nice comfy A tier. Next up on this banner is Performing Arts Olivia. I gotta say, the Performing Arts banner came in strong. Like, Performing Arts Olivia is just beautiful. I love her design. I love her fans. I love the cape that's tied to her wrist. It's beautiful. Not as beautiful as Azura, but a good A tier. And the last step on the Performing Arts banner is Anago. He makes me salty. I didn't want this many of you, but I have this many of you. But I luckily never have to summon on your banner again. It's not like I dislike his design. I really do. I think it's beautiful design. I think it matches Inigo's personality wonderfully. I love his flowy ribbons. I love the color palette. I'm just so salty about him. So I'm gonna put him in B. If I wasn't salty about him, he would be an A. And now we got the Hoshidan Summer, which I originally was including in my last tier maker, and I was like, hey, let's not. let's put it in the dancers because it makes more sense here. So we got Micaiah. It's not like, I don't know. I feel like I understand that they're kimonos and I forget what the male version is called. Shoot, I don't remember what it's called now. Yukata? I think. Anyways, I get that they're supposed to be that. I feel like it has a little too much going on Micaiah. Like, I love that she's got the ribbons behind her. I love the ribbons of her weapon. I just wish there was a little less going on itself with her kimono. It's not bad. I wish also it wasn't as bright of a red, because it just doesn't work well with the blue and her white hair. Kind of wish that it was like a really pale red, not pink, like a pale red that is lighter in color but not pink, still keeps that red color, not pink, because I can't describe it very well. So yeah, it's not amazing, but it's not the worst. So I think I'm gonna put her right next to Inako. Ryoma is next with his lovely little fan. Lovely little fan. I love hand fans. They are so nice and so good at keeping you cool. Unlike Micaiah, he has a lot less going on, which I like. I like how nice and clean cut it is. I love that he has a giant robe over his nice plain white yukata. I'm pretty sure that's what it's. I think it's very fitting. And it's nice seeing Ryoma kind of dressed down instead of, royally dressed. But it's nothing special. I think it's higher than Micaiah, but not higher than Inako. Xander has a little hat on him. I think that's funny. As for Xander's design, he went too far on the end of simple, in my opinion. Like, Ryoma's, I think what makes it work super well is he has a cape on top of his. Xander doesn't. Xander has ribbons and a side collar thingy. It's not like I dislike it, but it could have done so much better. They could have added a little more detail to it, which is kind of needed. He just needs something a little more oomph, So he's gonna be in C tier, but I love his little hat. His little hat, it's so cute. It's a mask, I know, but it's a hat. He's wearing it as a hat. Next up is Hoshidan Alencia. Oh, she's so pretty. I love her color palette. I love her fan. I love that her pattern is pretty simple and it's not like in your face like Micaiah's. I wish I had you. I have a manual of her, so that could technically count, right? But I need an actual copy of her. Why weren't you on the Hall of Forms? I want you. Come home. Anyways, I think she's a great A tier. I think everything about her design works super well. The colors are nice and soft to match her bright green hair, except for the pops of orange. It's lovely. She's beautiful. Now, we shall dance on over to the Sorai units with Nephany. Why is she still wearing her helmet? Pray, do tell me, why are you still wearing your helmet, Nephany, when you're supposed to be at a dancing event? Helmets are not for dancing. That's my gripe about her weapon. I love, her design. I wish that it was a little more pale in color to contrast her green hair, her whole dress. I love the multi-layered skirt. I love her sleeves. I love her bow. I just wish she didn't have a helmet and wasn't so bright. I do have her at like a +2 merge now. She's really fun. She's very, very fun. I just wish a couple of changes happened for you to be bumped up to a different tier. Next on the dancing floor is Berkut. His is so elegant. I love the cape. I love that you could really see him in his castle coming out and being ready for a ball in that type of outfit. And I think that fits the theming of this dancing banner so well. It's just so elegant and so classy. Personally, I wish there was a little more color because I like colors. So I think he's gonna be a nice B tier. He needs a little more color, a little more color, maybe a little more gold. like on his head. That would have been nice. And to follow up Pruitii, we have Renea. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. I love her dress. I love her hair. The color palette of everything just works in a beautiful harmony. I'm glad that she was a Tempest Trials unit because I'm going to plus 10 her. I'm going to do it. And I love it. I think she's a good A tier. I wish she had a little bit more to go up to an S tier. Maybe just a little more color diversity. Instead of having light blue, she could have maybe had a light purple. I don't know. It's hard to theory craft their outfits sometimes. To follow up Renea, we have Reinhardt. He kind of has the same problem as Pruitii. Not enough color. I like Pruitii's more than I like Reinhardt's. Reinhardt just doesn't really scream dance to me. He just looks like he's going on a formal night out. You know, nothing like too physically exerting because it doesn't really look like a dance outfit. It's not bad, just definitely not one of the best. So I think he's in C tier. And our final soiree dancer is Ishtar. Oh man, her gown is pretty. I love her sleeves with the arm cape. I don't know what to call that when it's like tied at the wrists and just stays at the wrist, maybe attached to the back sometimes. I think it's beautiful. It very much evokes like the feeling of a flamenco dancer, but also like still very elegant, still very ballroom type. And I think that's really, really pretty. So she's gonna go in A tier. And now it's time for the Masquerade. This banner is very cool. I just wish that more of them had masks. It's a masquerade, people. You wear a mask. So let's start with, the one who actually has a mask at the Masquerade. And that's Lachesis. She has a mask at the Masquerade. Yay! Her boa is so fluffy. It's so nice. I want to just wrap myself in it and go snug, snug, snug. As for the rest of her outfit, I feel that the rest of her outfit is very nice, very classy. I love the gloves. I love the flower in her hair. It's so elegant and it really very much feels like it would fit super well in a masquerade. So I'm gonna put her in A tier. Do you see a trend? Do you see a trend? I love dancer units. So even though she doesn't have a mask, she has a fan, which you typically see in, masquerades. So Ethlyn, let's talk. I feel orange and pink go together in small circumstances. You have to have the right shades of each. And I don't think Ethlyn has it. What honestly they should have done is having the orange be a very nice pale, kind of like creamsicle orange, and have that as her top color. And having that pink color, you can still keep it bright, but as her like skirt and her accent of the skirt. Because she's just got too much pink on her top half and not enough pink on the bottom half. So it's not like I hate it. I think it's beautiful. I love the ruching of the dress, the scarf. I wish you had a mask. You're at a masquerade, for goodness sakes. But, it could be a lot better. Masquerade Eldigan. Oh boy, he looked good. He's very fitting of a masquerade. He very much he very much matches Lachesis' boa, which I think is beautiful. Boas are so cool, but they get feathers everywhere. I love, he kind of feels more like you would see, like, oh, the military general has come home for the masquerade? Oh my goodness! Oh, look at him, he looks so much like a soldier. kind of vibe. I think it looks super good with Eldigan, and he's a great A tier. Our second to last is Quan. I am so sorry to put a dancer into D, but what is your outfit? It does not feel a dancer. It feels like it's something you would just see somebody on the streets with. It doesn't feel like you're at a freaking masquerade. Oh my goodness. They just needed to go so much extra with it. Like, Ethlyn, Lachesis, and Eldigan, they all have extravagant outfits that you would definitely see at a masquerade. Quan, you just, it looks like you would just, in a fantasy setting, you would just see that on the street, and that's kind of boring. I'm sorry, Quan. And finally, Masquerade Sigurd with Deirdre. Oh, you guys get the nice place next to Azura. They look stunning together, and they match. They both wear light colors. Sigurd has a lot of dark blues to contrast Deirdre's bright purples. They just look so good together, and you can definitely see them dancing the night away at a masquerade. And oh, it's just so pretty. And plus, they're a fantastic unit. I know I'm not going to factor that into it, but oh, they look gorgeous together. And one little gripe I have is I kind of wish Deirdre was the lead, but I understand that Sigurd should be in the lead. He's the one on the horse. But, I kind of wish, Deirdre was in the front. So, as per usual, I'm just going to go through and reorganize so that the ones closest to the letter are the higher tier, and the ones farthest away from the letter are the lower in that tier. So, give me a sec. And with that, my friends, we have the tier list. I'm sorry, it didn't do enough justice to Azura to be sharing a tier with Sigurd, so she's got her own tier. She's got the SS tier. Come on, it's Azura. Anywho's, so yeah, my favorite dancer seasonal is Azura. Big surprise. And my least favorite in terms of design is Quan. Come on, step up your game, Quan. So that's my tier list. Please go ahead and click the link below and follow it to the tier list and make your own. Share it to me on my Twitter, my Discord, or wherever you can send me a link or a picture. I'd love to hear your opinions because I'm sure everybody has different opinions than me. So, keep your eyes peeled for the Halloween one that will be coming. Probably around Halloween. I have a Halloween costume in it. You'll just have to wait and see to find out. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. Keep fighting your battles, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo!